And minor head trauma incoming in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Welcome to the start of the game. Hi friends, and welcome to Subnautica. As some of you probably know, I'm a marine biologist in real life. This is genuinely one of my favorite games of all time, including this intro sequence right here where you enter the water for the first time. I love Subnautica.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Yep, that doesn't look too good. Anyways, like I was saying, I love this game. And let me be very clear up front, this is not my first time playing Subnautica, and it almost certainly won't be my last either. As I said in the intro, and as I'm sure at least a few of you know, I'm a marine biologist in my day-to-day life. I specialize in invertebrate ecology, which means that I care about the things that don't have bones. And as such, I love the ocean. And I love video games that center around the ocean. And if you've seen my video on the best ocean games, then it is no surprise to you that I ranked Subnautica as number 1. However, seeing as I am a gaming YouTuber and a marine biologist, people constantly ask me to do a Let's Play of this game. So here it is. We're gonna play through the entire game. Now again, please note this is not my first experience, and I am not likely to be surprised by anything in the game. Aside from, you know, the Reapers when they scare me. But I know all of the content, I know all of the story, etc, etc. We're here to have a good time. This should be a relatively chill playthrough, and I'm excited. So I hope you'll join me on the way. So yeah, my main goal is obviously we're gonna try and beat the game. Unlike Raft, I am not a top speedrunner in the Subnautica community, so everything I do here will be for fun, and probably not optimal, but it should be enjoyable nonetheless. Can I make myself my first bit of equipment? Can I make myself the cutter yet? That's what I need, right? The repair tool, yeah, the scanner. Oh yeah, I need battery. I need acid mushrooms for that. See, I remember how to play this game. Definitely. It has been a good while since I've played through Subnautica, so I'm not sure that I remember the exact location of everything. But I've played enough of this game that I have a pretty good understanding of everything. Okay, so I need silicone rubber is the next thing because I want a knife and then a habitat builder. Okay, I just gotta remember how to do all this stuff because it has been a hot second. But I'm so excited. I love this game. I'm certain that if you clicked on this video, it's like that you at least enjoy this game to some degree. Oh, I could scan everything. I always forget about the joy of scanning everything. Rabbit rays. And then, you know, the pain that is trying to actually scan them when they want to swim away from you at Mach 1. Ooh, peeper. Rabbit ray, please let me scan you. Please. If I ask really nicely. Oh, well. Okay, but we need silicone rubber to get ourselves our first knife. And very conveniently, we spawned right next to one of the creepvine forests. Kelp forests are genuinely one of my favorite marine ecosystems. Just in general. I love kelp forests. I think there are very few things that are cooler than massive underwater plants, and plus they house a few of my favorite creatures. Notably the sunflower star, which is the biggest species of sea star on the planet, and I think it's pretty nifty, not gonna lie. Oh hey, how's it going? But I love me a creepvine, I know. Also gotta get myself an oxygen tank so it stops yelling at me. Am I gonna pass out right away? Oh, I might have miscalculated a little bit. No, I got this. Yeah, we're fine. I got this. Yeah, I would happily spend so much time studying 4546b. I love this ecosystem and this planet. I think there are so many cool and underrated things in this game. Like the sea treaders. Oh, I cannot wait for us to get to the sea treaders. So I am a coastal biologist, which means that I do like nearshore environments. And the deep dark deep down is a little bit scary, but frankly, my love of the ocean outweighs any scariness for me. Oh, I forgot how magical this game is. Alright, next course of action is to get our hands on a habitat builder, which requires a computer chip, a wiring kit, and a battery, as well as getting our hands on a sea glide. So that's what we need to focus on next. Actually, this is a pretty good spawn, because it does have access to all of these right away, and these are quite helpful resources. Night snorkeling is genuinely one of my favorite activities, especially in the tropics. Like, this part of the planet really is, you know, for being honest. I love interacting with the ocean at night. There's something so magical about the difference of the animals that are active at night. Like, weirdly, lionfish are nocturnal, right? So if you're diving in the tropics, specifically in the Caribbean, lionfish are a lot more likely to be out and about at night, so you do have to be careful because, you know, there's a lot of predators that are still active, and it is harder to see them because it's dark. But there's just such a different element about interacting with animals in their environment when you are very much the outsider. And I think it's unlike... Ooh, a creature egg. I'll take that. And it's very much unlike anything else in this world, and it honestly makes me incredibly happy every time I'm presented the opportunity. But anyways, back to trying to gather the resources I want. And there we go. That's everything we need for a habitat builder, which means we can officially start getting ourselves set up for a long-term survival here.
The Builder, too, is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding extreme environmental conditions.
Indeed, and it'll be fun. I'm excited. To be fair, I am one of those people who likes to build my base in the safe shallows. Not because, you know, I do love the safe shallows because it's beautiful, but also just because it's centrally located and convenient. And I'm lazy.
Detecting increased local radiation levels.
Oh, fun.
The trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core, sustained during planet fall.
I'm sure that's a great time. Anyways, we need to go scanning and try and get ourselves some pieces of the Sea Glide. And I want to say those are going to be around the rim of where we find the creepvine forests, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. Maybe we'll get lucky and pick up a few extra stalker teeth right away too. That would be incredible, but unlikely. There we go. That's a Sea Glide we know and love. Half the way there already. Oh, hey. You gonna eat that? You gonna drop a tooth for me? You are. How nice. Fantastic. Very generous. Thank you. You having fun with your toy? If I remember correctly, you can tame stalkers by offering them a fish. Do we think I can catch this peeper and offer it to a stalker? No, peeper's too fast. That's okay. Was that a peeper just launching itself into the ether over there? This box either has a repair tool or another Sea Glide fragment in it. Either one is something that I need right now, so I won't be upset about it. Oh no, mobile vehicle bay fragment. Okay, also something that we need, just in a very different vein. There gonna be something over here for me? Oh, another mobile vehicle bay fragment. Excellent. That when we get ourselves a sea moth, we can make it right away. There we go, that's all 3 fragments of that. Got the mobile vehicle bay before we got the Sea Glide. That's what you like to see. There we go, that's where it heads out into the red grasses. Genuinely one of my favorite biomes. It's so pretty. Actually, you know what? Maybe we build our base over there in the red grasses. I'm not opposed to that. I love that biome, and it's a little deeper, so it's a little more convenient, but it's not too far out of central range. I like that idea. I think we're gonna do that. Oh, there's the giant coral tube. I love the giant coral tube. Fun fact, I have a scar on the back of my knee from when I dove under a real coral tube, and I came up too fast under an arch made of actual coral. And something that they don't tell you is that real coral is very, very sharp. So I have a scar running down the back of one of my knees from hitting my leg on an actual coral reef. It hurt a lot because it was in salt water, and I don't know if anyone ever told you this, but getting salt water in a cut hurts a little bit. Not very fun, and it did in fact scar quite deeply, so that's there forever now. I like it though. It's a reminder of the places I've been and the things I've done. Is that gonna have the Sea Glide fragment that I need at long last? It is! Thank goodness. There we go. Finally. Let's go home and make this Sea Glide. There's something just so incredibly magical about this game that's hard for me to articulate. Something about the exploration combined with the nautical theming makes me so happy in a way that no other game does. I know that I'll be stressed later on in this playthrough, but for now, I'm having a great time. And there we go, Sea Glide time, baby. We're officially off to the races. The reefbacks, genuinely one of my favorite critters in all of Subnautica. I love whales and all whale adjacent creatures, and these guys are so cute. I love them so much. I love the reefbacks. I used to think that I could get a creature egg of one of them and put it in my like alien containment unit or whatever the aquarium thingy is. Sadly, you cannot. I love them though, and I wish you could because I think they're so cute. All I want is a little reefback. I want to build my home on a little reefback, you know, have it bring me places. That would make me so happy. Look at you go. It's the #1 item on my bucket list to go diving with whale sharks at some point. So I suppose it makes a lot of sense that I love, you know, the reefbacks. Literally the #1 thing I want to do in my life is go diving with whale sharks and with manta rays. I think those two animals are majestic in so many ways, and I don't think they get enough love for how incredible they truly are. And I think we're good to go on starting to build up our base over in the red grasses area. So let's go do that. Because the sooner we can get a base going, you know, obviously the more progress we can make. And I love the red grasses. Plus it is home to the reef backs if I remember correctly. So all the more reason to love the red grasses just that much more. Alright, I think it makes sense to have our base be kind of right off of this plateau so that later on when we get access to some larger vehicles, we have a good place to park them.
Local scans show a nearby cave entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I think we're going to start small and just go with an X-shaped component here.
Scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
That it does. Do I have enough to make a solar panel right now? And if not, can I find enough to make a solar panel right now? Ah, there we go. Perfect. We don't need a lot right now. Just a few pieces should do it. Oh, hey. How's it going? You having a good time? There we go. We officially have our very first mini base. So I'm gonna get us set up with a fabricator and some lockers. I'll just put the lockers, you know, along the edges for right now. We're just gonna put one here, one here, one here, and one right here. And this will be our little storage bay for right now. You know, doesn't need to be terribly complicated. Those are very uneven and it's gonna bother me, but oh well. You know, the faster I get myself a functional base and get myself, you know, things like a fabricator down and that kind of thing, the better off we'll be. Unfortunately, because we have chosen to exist in this biome, we have easy access to a lot of sandstone, including the gold that I literally just needed. Okay, excellent. There we go. This can be the location of our first fabricator right there. And there we go. That's plenty. Everything we need to get ourselves started. Probably also want a radio, for being honest. That's just titanium and copper. For which all I need is, you know, the titanium and the copper. I'm gonna go on a little bit of a resource mission right now and just gather up a few excess resources so that we can start making things. And I'll be right back when I have gathered enough to make myself happy. Alrighty, that should be good to start with. I got us a little bit each of quartz, titanium, and just a little bit of copper because, you know, RNG hates me. But that should be a good base for us to start with. I also took the liberty of getting myself the high capacity O2 tank because, you know, having it tell me every 5 seconds that I'm low on oxygen is a little bit annoying. But from here, I think we're good to start our exploration for a sea moth because we have access to the mobile vehicle bay. And because we chose to build our base here, we have access to several great wrecks right next to our base. Although I suppose I should probably make myself a radio sooner than later. But you know, priorities. Who needs a radio when I can have a sea moth? Other things we need to be working towards right now are the repair tool and, you know, the laser cutter thingy-majigger, which I believe is also in this biome, if I'm not mistaken. So we should be able to find pieces of that as we progress through here, and the propulsion cannon. Even better. There we go. I'm gonna go get more oxygen, and we're gonna turn on our flashlight as the darkest spooky. You know, ironically, I consider myself to be someone who gets very scared very easily. If you've ever watched me play a horror game, you would probably agree with me. That being said, I cannot find this game scary. I think my love of the ocean just overrides everything that is scary about this game for other people. Like, I love the ocean so much that ocean simply cannot be scary. And I don't think there's anything better than that for me. I'll take all the plant pots too. Alrighty. One more trip up and down. We should be good on everything from this wreck. Whee! You know, I did the math once upon a time, and I say we about an average of once every 10 minutes. So, take that as you will. I call it a simple zest for life, personally. Alright, so that's one wreck done and dusted. Not bad at all. Not too shabby. But we didn't even have to go that far. I really wish you could take the forklifts in this game and make them into drivable vehicles. I think that would be so fun. Do I think it would be useful? No. But you know, I love the snowmobiles on Temperance and Raft. I feel like I should be able to drive things, because I'm a great driver. And maybe this wreck wasn't as exciting as the other one, but it does have some sandstone. And sandstone is good, even though I'm more of an igneous fan myself, you know. That's a deep-cutting geology joke for those of you who didn't get it. I don't know anything about rocks. They're not alive, and therefore I don't know anything about them. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna make science jokes anyways, though, because that's what you're here for. I assume. Anyways, I don't actually know that. We got 6. Oh, no, 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 no. Radiation bad. You don't even have to be a scientist to know that one.
The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment, using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Oh, you mean so I can't just, like, set it to a jungle for something? I feel like that could be fun. I'm so excited to see what Subnautica 2 has. Maybe jungle. Mangrove? Could you imagine mangroves in Subnautica? That would be so cool. I would love that. Because frankly, the coastal ecology in this game is a little disappointing. Oh! Hey, that was a bit rude. I was kind of using my legs there. See, that's the kind of thing that'll get me in this game. I'm not scared of, you know, seeing a reaper off in the distance or, you know, big underwater animals. Jump scares will always get me. Doesn't matter what kind of game it is. However, because I love sharks and I love animals so much, it genuinely is not enough to deter me from playing this game. Ocean, great. That's all I have to say. Oh, hey. How's it going? Please don't do that. A little bit rude. Oh, wait, that just means another stalker tooth dropped. I will take those. I love free stalker teeth. Usually they're so hard to find, just because of the density of the flora in this area. I suppose spending a little bit of time looking for stalker teeth is not necessarily a bad idea, because we do need enameled glass to make the sea moth, if I remember correctly. Well, that fish just got launched. That's called the food chain, baby. Again, I'm a biologist, you can trust me. I've come to steal your teeth. Like any good dentist, you know. I may be a marine biologist, and I do love the ocean. Cave diving is on the list of things I will never do. At one point in my career, I have swimming through an intertidal cave, and that was terrifying enough for me. I did not like that. Again, I'm a coastal ecologist. Near shore, I'm happy. Anything past that, I get substantially less happy. Let me go take my haul back home. I'm pretty sure my inventory is full. Then I'll just keep farming resources. Oh, there's a life pod. Cool. I'll come back for you. Probably. Oh yeah, it's a small wreck. Well, I'm just finding everything while trying to go home.
Welcome aboard Radiation. Readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
Literally right as I got home is when I get that message. At least I got 2 hours to set myself up before everything, you know, explodes. You know, for someone who's notoriously bad at being organized in video games, I feel like I'm doing pretty okay right now. It probably won't last, so don't get your hopes up, but I'm trying, okay? I feel like this is a good storage room for early game. You don't really need a lot in this stage of the game. I suppose I should probably make a radio though, because I said I was going to do that. 1 titanium and 1 copper. A radio. Where can I fit a radio? You know what? You can go right here for now. I'll probably move that later, but it's good enough for right now.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours.
Well, it seems like I have a bit of time to kill, so that's good. And we can go exploring and keep trying to find that last Seamoth fragment. I'm trying to find that wreck that I accidentally found while I was swimming around here the other time. I have no clue where it went. Somehow those things are so easy to lose, despite being so big. Oh. Oh no.
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core.
Uh-oh.
The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus 10, 9.
I'm ready for the fireworks.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I feel like that shockwave would definitely break my ribs, but that's physics, and that's the science that I care the least about. Yay, radiation time! Radiation's bad, we've already been over that. Back to diving. Ooh, eye stalk. I remember this being an important plant. I can't remember for what, but we may as well take a cutting of it. We're here. It's glowy glowy, and I like glowy glowy things. But I'm just gonna continue diving around, gathering resources, trying to find wherever those wrecks were that I lost somehow. I don't know how I lost them. I did. I'm just that good. Maybe that means if I swim in the right direction, I'll find the things that I'm looking for again. Are you kidding me? Okay, well I suppose if worst case scenario I could drop some titanium. Can I get into this wreck at all? I have to be able to, right? Maybe not. Maybe this is just one of those marker wrecks that doesn't actually have anything inside of it. Oh no, there is an entry point. Okay. Oxygen first. Whee! Here we go. In this way. I'll take a desk. Oh, and a floodlight, I suppose. Is that another sealed room that I can only get to with the laser cutter? Oh no, it's literally just a door in. Okay. Somehow I didn't see that the first time I looked into the wreck. That's okay. You can be blind and still be smart. But I suppose we better go check what that radio message we received was anyways. So, may as well go empty my inventory and go check. Multitasking. What do you have to tell me? Ooh, our first coordinates.
6. I have a passenger on board. Coordinates attached.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to databank.
To the data bank. Transmissions would be under data downloads, maybe? Codes and clues? Wow. I don't think I can guess where that is. Let me just check something really fast. Yeah, I don't know if we can figure out where LifePod 6 is, guys. It will forever be a mystery, I guess. Let me actually empty out my inventory first. Here we go. Actual LifePod 6 time. Oh yeah, I forgot about these things. The data boxes. And Ultra Glide Fins is not a bad one to get.
Acquired.
Oh yeah, I forgot I can make the radiation suit right away because I have so much lead. And just like that, we are radiation protected. Back to the exploration to find the last bit of sea moth that we need. It's gotta be around here somewhere. I'm convinced. Oh wait, is this our first bit of a laser cutter right here? It is! Excellent. Okay, rude, whatever is it? Oh, it's the frickin' tiger bush thingy-madoopikers. Those are so lame. Wait, is this the mushroom forest over here? I remember it has trouble rendering. It is! That's one of my favorite biomes! Oh, we built our base in such a good location. I love that location so much. If it didn't have so much trouble rendering and it wasn't so hard to drive around, 100% would build there. But instead, normally I end up driving into the trees too many times anyways, because, you know, I'm a good driver. Here, see. Oh, there it is, there it is! Perfect. The last bit of the sea moth that we need. But that means I can finally make the mobile vehicle bay, and we can finally get ourselves our sea moth that we've been waiting for all this time. Oh, wait, another laser cutter fragment as well. We're just finding everything that we need. I suppose before I go to the Aurora, I also need that laser cutter, don't I? So that would be important. And that's enough to get me the mobile vehicle bay. Ooh, one of my favorite things to do is release the mobile vehicle bay and then try and climb on it. Can I get on top of it? Carry me with you. We can ascend together. Okay, this is going a lot slower than I remembered it going, actually. Can you please make me a sea moth? I just need... Okay, I need to pin this recipe here, because I have the memory of a goldfish. What else to tell me?
This is LifePod 3, uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us.
You know, that's a fair request. However, I don't think that they necessarily made it all that far, if I'm being terribly honest with you. You know, given the track record of everybody else we've seen in this game. Except for me. I'm a god gamer. Do I think I could really survive in this situation? Absolutely not. I would have a panic attack, then have a heart attack, and then it would be over. But at least I'm realistic with myself about it. I know my limits. Yeah, I keep forgetting that the mushroom forest is right over here. As soon as we get our sea moth, that's where we're going next. Screw the Aurora. I have better things to do. Or, you know, any of those other survivors who have asked me to help them. They can also wait. Oh, you don't look so good, my guy. Can I scan you? I don't think I've even scanned the sand shark yet. There we go. A specimen?
Integrating new PDA data.
Oh, that must be the first infected thing that I've scanned. Huh, fun times. I'm gonna get to learn all about the deadly virus. What else do you have to tell me, radio?
This is Officer Keenan, LifePod 19. The captain is gone.
Oh.
I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site.
Sounds
Stay
good.
together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Please don't, actually. But you know what I got in the meantime? Everything we need to make a sea moth. So you know what that means. It's sea moth time.
The sea moth is a fast, safe mode of transport, but
Look at
remember
it.
that swimming
It's so
is good
glorious.
for your glutes and endorphin levels.
It is good for my butt. Thank you very much. Sea moth! Woo! I love you, Seamoth. Time to prove how excellent of a driver I am. And we get another radio message for the road.
This is Avery Quinn of Trading Ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over?
The Aurora's kind of gone.
Nothing but vacuum. These Altera ships. They
Yeah,
run low on
there's
engine grease
a little bit
and
less than
SOS.
vacuum around now. It's kind of like a big thing.
Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over.
Yeah, kind of badly, actually.
I'll try them
I'm
again
pretty sure
tomorrow.
everyone's dead.
Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Altera. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
I'm sure what you pick up is not going to be great. But anyways, I've got a few signals that I suppose we should go start visiting. Where should we start? The shallows. That seems like a good place to start. Oh, is this the life pod that I kept accidentally swimming past? It's gotta be, because it's so close. I have a real knack for finding things accidentally and then never being able to find them again when I actually want to. It's a real talent, you know? Oh yeah, it absolutely is, and it's literally right next to the wreck. I am so good at remembering where things are. Everything requires a little bit of suspension of disbelief. And a compass. Maybe then I'll be slightly less likely to get lost. I make no promises though, I'm very good at getting lost. Okay, so that's one signal visited. Okay, so let's just turn around and head towards the next closest one, I guess. Oh. Sorry, fishy. I didn't mean to do that. So, fun fact, I did my very first and only ever subathon that I've ever done in Subnautica, and I played this game for more than 24 hours straight. It was exhausting, but very, very fun. And one of the things that I did when I streamed Subnautica was I made a chat command that if you typed !fish, it counted how many fish I ran over with my Seamoth. And I'm pretty sure that counter is somewhere in the hundreds. So clearly I'm a very good driver and I never hit any fish ever. Right now we're only at 1 though. If I remember and if I'm smart enough while editing, I'll add a fish counter in this video. I make no promises though. Alrighty, we got one more cave to go down. Ooh, cave. Oh, sorry, fishy. Can I take my Seamoth down there? I don't think I can quite yet. I don't think I have the depth for that. Where was the thing? There, over there. Second off. Oh, that's 300 meters. Change of plans. One of the things I also wanted to do right away was go through the mushroom forest and get some of the upgrades that I know are in the mushroom forest. Oh, that's the cave opening. I really want to put a beacon there because I'm really bad at finding this cave opening. But I suppose if I know where the life pod is, then I can come back here and go down here because I know that cave has some important stuff in it. Let's go home because I know that there's a mushroom forest. Isn't there a mushroom forest over here too, though? You know, this game isn't quite like Raft where I have literally every single thing memorized. But I do know most... Sorry, fish. But I do know most things about it. Sorry, fish. What is that, like 4? Setting a great precedent. We're really gonna survive a long time here. You know, and I've only taken 10 damage to my thing. Oh, isn't this the entrance down to the blood kelp zone too? Genuinely one of the creepiest. It is! Plot twist, what if we build a second home here? Because then we can still be in the red grasses. Oh, sup. I don't care if I hit you. What if we build a second home here? Because then I can still be in the red grasses, but we have easy access to several really important biomes. That could be a great idea. And in fact, I think I like that idea. Whoops. Sorry. Oh wait, because this is Sparse Reef over here, isn't it? Or is this Mushroom Forest? No, this is Sparse Reef. This is where things get spooky. Oh, okay, wait.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Oh. Hey. Been a while since I've seen one of those. We're just gonna head this way for no particular reason.
Detecting multiple Leviathan class life forms in the region. Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it?
Nope. But we're therefore going anyways. Okay, that one wasn't me. I didn't hit anything there. I refuse to take blame for that one. Okay, them running into me doesn't count. That's not me hitting them with my Seamoth, that's them running into me. Oh, that one, on the other hand, sorry. See, like I told you, I'm a great driver. You should trust me. Anyways, let's go home, get ourselves to the mushroom forest, get ourselves a moon pool, hopefully a modification station, and then we can start upgrading our Seamoth, because that's what we really want to do. I love the Seamoth, and I can continue hitting fish with it. I suppose a repair tool also probably wouldn't be a bad idea with, my penchant for collisions. Sorry. Ooh, I don't like the fact that it leaves behind a mangled fish body whenever I run over them. Whoopsies, my bad. Alright, quick pit stop at home for some food and water and to see what the radio has to tell us.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location.
Yeah, it's not
I
good.
didn't know how bad, how many of you, I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out.
Oh, thanks.
What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR, and I blew it.
To be fair, I've never played a VR game, but I do think I would also blow it. I do know that you can play Subnautica in VR, so maybe the day that I get myself a VR setup is the day that we play Subnautica in VR. I also know that there's a Raft VR mod, and I've been wanting to try it, but again, I've never played a game in VR. Oh, I can make a repair tool with some cave sulfur. Cool. I'll have to find some cave sulfur soon. Can't believe I haven't done that yet. Actually, you know what? Well, it's dark and we're waiting on day anyways. May as well go find a crash fish. Get ourselves some cave sulfur so that, you know, every time I run into a fish, it doesn't damage my boat too badly. Alright, there's gotta be a cave around here somewhere where I can go find a crash fish. This a cave? Nope. This a cave? Nope. This one surely has something. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, rude. I was just trying to scan you. But I got some cave sulfur, and that's the important thing. Because now I can finally make a repair tool. You know, for all the damage that I'm doing to my boat. And just like that, there we go. Repair tool time. So now I can fix all of my mistakes. And boy howdy are there a lot of them. Starting with, you know, the minor incidental damage that our Seamoth has experienced. That's not a problem, because if I go over here, then I can find the mushroom forest, and hopefully we can get ourselves a moon pool, because that is the #1 thing that I want right now. If it weren't for the fact that I am, you know, the excellent driver that I am in this game, I would 100% build my bases in the mushroom forest. It's just such a cool biome. And these guys are genuinely one of my favorite critters in the game. I love the way they flow, I love rays, as a whole, they're perfect. I love them. They can do no wrong. But anyways, let's see if we can find ourselves some fragments. Is that one of their eggs? Can I have it? For me, please? Yes. Perfect. Now whenever we get ourselves a containment unit.
Biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint or terra vehicle signatures.
Oh yeah, I forgot that there were vehicle signatures around here. Oh, and lithium. I forgot that this is a good place to find lithium too. Wow. What a valuable ecosystem. Oh yeah, and this big vent thing that's important for the main storyline because it connects to the big piping thing. Because there's something important that we need about, isn't it like a cutting of the mushrooms themselves that we need for the final storyline? I think it is. So I'll just take that now, may as well bring it home with me. No harm, no foul there. While I keep swimming around to try and find things like this. Perfect, moonpool fragment, that's exactly what we want to see. Overall progress, 1 out of 2. I only need 2 fragments of the moon pool? I thought it was like 4 or something for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. That'll make life a little bit easier. Oh, and I think this is our first bit of the Cyclops. Yeah, it's the bridge fragment.
30 seconds.
Oh, should probably go back to my Seamoth. Because the Cyclops is the big sub that you get later on in the game that goes deep, dark, deep down. Like all the way deep, dark, deep down. Okay, again, it doesn't count if you run into my ship. That doesn't get added to the counter. It only counts if I run into you, and I'm trying really hard not to, okay? I make no promises about how good I'm doing. Okay, rude. So many bone sharks. Again, very cool animal, very cool creature design. Love it. You love to see it. Oh, and this is the bulb zone. Oh, man. Okay, can you not, please? I'm trying to appreciate how pretty this game is, and you're kind of ruining it right now. Let me just go over here. I'm glad I made a repair tool before I came over here. I think that was a good idea on my part. You know, through no fault of my own. But there are so many really cool things and biomes in this game that I just genuinely love so much. Oh wait, there's the cave system over here. 1 second, I need this. This is the cave system, right? Whoops. Sorry. Okay, I've been standing still, that's a you problem. This is the cave system. The cave system is huge. And I'm pretty sure that if I follow this tube Is this where the tube starts? Yes, here. Okay, if I follow this, we left our sea moth at the entrance to try and make it a little bit easier.
Passing 200.
But yes, yes, the creature egg, the cuttlefish egg. I love that thing. The cuttlefish. Genuinely one of the best creatures ever to be added to Subnautica. Okay, we're at the right level. Perfect. See, I didn't get lost. Navigation skills on point. Oh, a diamond.
Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Yeah, that's definitely happening. Light change. Light change. I got that. Don't worry. Okay, but we got our first cuttlefish. During the subathon that I did, where I did a 24-hour playthrough of Subnautica, my goal was not necessarily to beat the game, but to find every cuttlefish, which I did successfully do, by the way. Cuttlefish on top. You know, they're so happy to see you, unlike anyone else in my life. That's not true. Sorry. I just repaired my thing, too. Back to the hunt for moonpool fragments, though. Moonpool and modification station fragments, I'm pretty sure is what we're going for right now. Whoops. I'm trying to be a considerate driver. Okay, that wasn't my fault. You swam into me. I'm trying to be a considerate driver, but it's not very easy when you run into me. Just saying. Oh, yeah, because that's a fragment right there. Is that a moonpool fragment? It is! Excellent. So at the very least, that unlocks the moonpool, and that's huge. But I'm pretty sure that this is where I can find the modification station too, and I really want that so we can upgrade our sea moth as well and get it to go deeper. Or is it like the vehicle bay thingy madoohicker? I'm really good at remembering names in case you can't tell. Oh. I don't know if you just saw that, but I just saw that, and yep, we're just gonna stay in the nice little forest zone. The nice forest zone is safe and happy. I'm getting very close to crushing my sea moth accidentally by not paying attention. That is 100% gonna happen at some point. Man, I am struggling to find these blueprint pieces. It's getting dark and everything, and I haven't found all of that much. But I'm pretty sure I'm in the right area. Maybe it's further over here. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Oh yeah, because there's definitely more forest over this way. Yeah, look at all those trees. That's what we like to see. Oh. I'm gonna go this way right now, actually. That was scary. If I can't see them, they can't see me. That's how this works. Source, trust me, bro. This is the bulb zone, and the bulb zone is so cool. You know what? Maybe after I find a laser cutter, then it's time to go to the Aurora, because doesn't that have like a Seamoth depth upgrade in it? Isn't that a thing? I feel like that's a thing. I vaguely remember that. Oh, I didn't know there was a little Seamoth fragment on top of that pillar. Cute. Well, I made it back home, and you know what that means. It's time for the thing we've all been waiting for. What do you mean you won't build there? Do I have to disconnect everything and build this slightly further? That would be really annoying, but I'm gonna do it, because I'm determined. Apparently my base was a little bit too close to the cliff to build a moon pool, so I built a temporary home and moved everything over there, then built this just a tiny bit closer to the edge. And now, theoretically, yes, we can attach the moon pool exactly where we want it. Perfect. And I just have one really long supporting leg. I have a system for powering.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
Oh, believe me, I'm really good at that. Anyways, moon pool constructed. I have my own method for powering moon pools, which, you know, it's always worked for me. I also redesigned our storage room a little bit because I did have to move all of this back and forth from a little temporary structure. So now we have bulk storage for a few things, and I'll take it for now because I do want to redesign my base eventually, but obviously we need a place to put everything for now. What do you have to tell me?
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda, and we have a saying there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former, but that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter.
Oh yeah.
Might just be we're in. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Okay. I'll see you then. In the meantime, I've got more exploring to do. And to aid in that exploring, I kind of want to make myself a compass because I have a little habit of getting lost every once in a while. I don't think it would fix it. I think I'm beyond hope in terms of fixing my issue of getting lost. But I do think it would help a little bit. So if I can make myself a compass, then at least we know which direction we're facing. And that's something, right? There we go. Now we're kitted out and hopefully ready to keep exploring. What could go wrong? I am going to make a few pit stops along the way and try and build up a nice little supply of food and water just to have at both bases that we've got going so far, which means the life pod and actual home. Because I feel like it's nice to just have those and not need to think about it. So whenever I see these bladderfish, they're going to get to go in my pocket. And as I'm turning those pocket fish into water, I remember that there's more than one mushroom forest, and I'm kind of wondering if the other mushroom forest is the one that we need to go to find the modification station fragments. So that's where I think I'm gonna head next, because I feel like that's a good idea for me, but I'm genuinely not sure, is the thing. Oh yeah, I suppose I could also repair the stuff that's in here. I don't know if I'll ever use it, but may as well.
Lifeboat secondary systems online.
Oh cool. And the radio's working again. Good for you, buddy. You did it. So let's go see if we can't find ourselves another mushroom forest and hopefully, maybe possibly, get ourselves a modification station fragment. I'm trying. Okay. I was really trying to avoid hitting you. At least that one swam off. I feel like that doesn't happen very frequently. Because if I remember correctly, this other little red grasses zone is really close, yes, to the other mushroom forest, which is part of the reason I love the red grasses, because it's super pretty, but it also has access to some of the best biomes in the game, aka the mushroom forest, where I'm still really bad at driving, but at least it's cool, right? Yeah, this should be where we can find some fragments. Like, that's a fragment of something.
Passing 100 meters.
The hull for the Cyclops.
Decreased.
We're gonna get ourselves a Cyclops eventually. And then we won't ever need to go home ever again. Oh yeah, and there's like the huge mushroom tree, isn't there? And if I remember correctly, there's like a wreck on one of these somewhere. I don't remember where. But the big mushroom tree, doesn't it have like a cave or something beneath it too? Like a small cavern with another cuttlefish, maybe? I don't know if that's a cuttlefish location. I could be making that one up. But I think there's like another cave down here somewhere. Oh yeah, isn't there a life pod right at the base of this somewhere? And I have so many random memories. Rude. Can you not? I have so many random memories of this game. Some of them are useful. Others are less useful. Oh yeah, there's definitely a cave here. Okay, one second. Give me the cuttlefish. Cuttlefish. Give me cuttlefish. I'm gonna get horridly turned around and lost, and it's gonna be fun. I think I'm at the top of it, which means that I definitely did not find the cuttlefish here. I need to go down.
100 meters.
Yeah, that's fine. There may not be a cuttlefish in this one. I don't know why I thought there was, though. Which direction do I need to head? That way. Uh-oh. You know, remember what I was saying about my sense of direction not being... Oh, wait, I see my lights. Okay, I'm fine. Never mind. My sense of direction is great. Flawless. I could have sworn there's a cuttlefish egg somewhere in there. Sorry, guys. I also... Again, yes, there is a life pod over here. My memory's intact. I know everything. Life pod 13. Excellent. A PDA for me. An emissary.
Integrating new PDA
Oh, yeah, isn't that Yoki Kasar? The guy who's like, you hear me? Yoki Kasar. I'm sure we'll get that radio relay at some point. Okay, back to the hunt for what I was actually looking for, which is modification station fragments and other cool things that will help me. Oh yeah, and then doesn't this lead over to the dunes? It's a very drab ecosystem in comparison, but still pretty cool. Also home to a lot of Reaper Leviathans, so we're going to pretend that doesn't exist for now and go back to scanning for blueprints. I'm unlocking more of the Cyclops hull than I am of modification station upgrades, which is not necessarily a bad thing because I need both, but again, I need both and I'm only getting one. I distinctly remember finding it in the mushroom forest. That's why I'm so hard committed to this. Oh. As long as you stay over there and I stay over here, we're not gonna have any troubles. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stay over here. You're welcome to do whatever it is you need to do, as long as it isn't coming over here. Oh wait, there it is. I think this is our first modification station fragment. It is. Perfect. And is that all I needed? Did I literally just need one fragment? Am I that good? Uh-oh. I'll be fine, right? I'm 60 meters away from my sea moth. I can do this. I could do this. Just hit left click. We're fine. We're fine. I'm thriving. Is that literally all I needed to unlock the modification station? Oh no, I do need 3 fragments. Okay, cool. So I just gotta keep exploring and finding more. But that does mean they are here, and that's fantastic news. So because we know they're here, I can keep exploring and looking and don't have to feel bad about wasting my time. Whoops. See, this is why I don't build my base in the mushroom forest as much as I love it. Cause I'm pretty sure... Oh, that's the same life pod that we already looked at. Okay, I was like, is there another one? Because I'm pretty sure I would destroy my sea moth faster than I could repair it. I'm a great driver. I think that's all of the hull fragments for the Cyclops. That's more than a third of the way through the Cyclops already. I'll take it. I'm not upset about that. Whoops. Sorry about that. Should probably repair. I don't know. We've done a little bit of damage to this thing at this point. Not that I would ever cause damage to my sea moth by driving it into things. That would never happen. Oh, is that blood kelp over there? Cool. I forgot that this area opens up into a blood kelp forest. Oh yeah, there's like a power transmitter blueprint right here. We'll take that too. I'm not opposed to having that on hand. Nice. And you only need one of those. Even better. Oh, and aerogel? A gel sack that we can use to make aerogel? Even better. Man, there are so many good things in this region. Well, it doesn't stop me from really wanting to find the modification station fragments, so here we go again. What kind of creature eggs are those? A purple pine cone? What do those have in them? Salt? Cool. I don't think I've ever seen these before. I don't need salt, but I like that. Is that a bridge fragment? It is. Cool, so we're 2/3 of the way to the bridge too. And we're done with the hull. So we are actually making pretty steady progress towards the Cyclops as well, which is not the goal here, but I'm not opposed to it either. Maybe this is the part of the tunnel I need to get the cuttlefish egg. I'm gonna get horribly lost. No, 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 no. Here it is. I found it. I am so correct. Okay. Excellent. That's another cuttlefish in the bag. I really desperately need to get that alien containment unit. Is that one? Or is that a bridge fragment? It's a bridge fragment. Well, at least that's 2/3 of the Cyclops done and dusted. So that's something. And I haven't made any more progress towards getting the modification station, but you know, at least we're getting something, right? Whoops. I always forget how big the mushroom forests are. I don't think we give them enough credit for how much is really in them. Because they look so small from a distance, but then they're just these sprawling biomes. Which is cool, and I like it, but it does make finding what I'm trying to find a little more difficult. Oh, you again. I keep encountering you like this. You know, one of these days I'll find what I'm actually looking for, and then we can meet face to face. But until then, I humbly request that you stay over there. Which so far you're doing a great job of, and I appreciate it. Is this something that I need? Nope, it's another hull fragment. Come on, modification station. Well, that certainly doesn't look like a mushroom. In fact, I would argue it looks, you know, rather like a bit of a ship that crashed. Oh my goodness, I finally found a second fragment. It's a frickin' Cyclops bridge. Are you kidding me? It's been like half an hour. I'm gonna find these fragments if it kills me, and at this point it very well might. You know, my Sea Glide is out of battery. I'm about to die of dehydration. I'm getting hungry and have no food. I feel like it's time to go home and accept that we're not gonna find the modification station fragments here. Which is disappointing, don't get me wrong. But I think we need to move on with our lives. So I'm gonna start heading home, and maybe, just maybe, We then venture into the bulb zone. We make ourselves the laser cutter. Since we finally have the blueprint for that, we go see if we can find a few more wrecks and maybe get the modification station fragments that way. That could work out for us. So what do I need to make a laser cutter? I need 2 diamonds, cave sulfur, and battery and titanium. Excellent. I have all of those things and a dead battery that we literally just emptied. The good use of a dead battery, turning it into a full durability laser cutter. So with that, I think we're ready to continue adventuring, and maybe this time we can get our hands on something else that'll be a little more beneficial for us. Oh wait, I have a radio message.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now.
Oh.
We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives.
Okay, cool.
We've sent you the coordinates.
Thanks.
It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. We should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then
Cool.
we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers for the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting.
I will do my best not to.
Passing 100
Okay, so we've got 40 minutes before the sunbeam arrives, which means that I have 40 minutes to go exploring and arrive there in time. While the mushroom forest over here may not have had the fragments that I really wanted to get my hands on, it does still have easy access to the bulb zone, and I'm pretty sure that there are a number of wrecks in the bulb zone. So that's what we're heading towards, and fingers crossed we don't encounter anything too serious along the way. I'm sure it'll be fun. Whoops. There we go. There's the bulb zone. There's gotta be a few wrecks around here, right? Oh, there's a wreck. I was wondering what the glowy thingy was, and then I just found one. I'm not upset about it, though, because this should hopefully give me some stuff that I need.
efficiency greatly decreased.
And there's a data box. That's the glowy thing was. Alien containment! Perfect. Then I can hatch my cuttlefish. The most important thing in this game. Oh, there we go. There's another modification station fragment. Okay, I need more oxygen. One of the important parts of exploring is making sure that I don't perish in the process. Something that I'm not terribly good at, if we're being honest. But you know, you live and you learn. Or you don't live and you learn, you know. That's just how video gaming works. Anything else in here? I don't think so. It's a pretty small one. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's the stasis rifle. May as well get started on that blueprint. But yeah, I think that's everything for this particular... No, there's another modification station fragment. I was right above it. Okay, that's genuinely perfect because that is exactly what I was hoping to unlock. We finally have access to the modification station. Now if I can only find like the vehicle upgrade thingy-madoohicker, that would be even better. But thank goodness we found at least the modification station. Oh my. That's either a very large wreck or I've accidentally found the back of the Aurora. I'm thinking I accidentally found the back of the Aurora.
Readings in this region are sparse. The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
Well, conveniently I'm here, and we've got about 30 minutes before we have someplace we need to be, so mayhaps now is not a bad time to deal with all of that.
Required. Exploration is conducted at your own risk.
Do I have everything on me that I need to do the Aurora? I think I do. Okay, fingers crossed. I did not bring a propulsion cannon with me, but I think it'll be fine, right? I have a knife. I can deal with these guys. I'm not afraid. Come here, I'll whack you. Sometimes whacking your problems is the way to solve them.
Caution. Scans show the digestive tracts of nearby life forms contain human tissues.
Okay, that's fun and festive. At least we know for certain that something's been eaten good. And by good, I mean my colleagues and other survivors. Or, I suppose not survivors anymore. That may be a tiny bit insensitive of me. Do we think that I can make it through here doing the parkour technique? Just barely. Okay, I can do this. I've done this before. I know that you're supposed to use the propulsion cannon and just knock things around until they're the way that you can do, but I remember being able to jump over this. You know, maybe I'm overcomplicating it, and I can just drop it from above if I just do a little bit of parkour and then drop down right here. Oh yeah, I got that. Surely I don't need that much HP for going through this. I've done it before. Alright, we're on a time crunch. We gotta beat the sunbeam. It's speed running time, except not really. I can repair this, and that allows me access into the Seamoth Bay. We love that. Where I can get a depth module. That will be so helpful for me. Don't need to scan the Seamoth fragment. That'll just give me titanium. And then I think what else I need is this way, if I'm not mistaken. which we can use our handy dandy laser cutter for. Perfect. Still unnervingly bright. Oh, and there's a med kit. Do you know exactly what I needed? And a PDA with a sweet offer. I don't really care about that, if we're being honest. I care mostly about the med kit. Because not perishing is kind of nice. Although I will take all the lore. We can go through the lore when I'm not at risk of immediately perishing. How about that? I think that sounds like a fair deal. And to be fair, you can't really argue with me, so what I say goes. Where am I going? Over here, I think, for the prawn bay. Yeah, that seems correct. And that means that I should repair this one by not standing in the fire. I've learned my lesson. And that's the entrance to the prawn suit bay. And if I scan these, there we go, and that's a prawn suit. And I'm pretty sure that I could just do a little bit of parkour and get on top of these boxes, or I can go up the other side. How do I get up here again? Oh, literally just by going around here. Who doesn't love a little bit of good parkour? And that allows me access to all of these rooms. I'm gonna loot everything that I can find. Considering, you know, it said that it found human remains in life form nearby, I'm just gonna take what I can. And some bar tables. Because priorities. And the most important item in the game, that poster. And I think if I go over on the opposite side here, cabin 1 is locked. Is there something on the PDA that tells me how to open that one? 1869 from cabin 1. Excellent. 1869. Cool. And we get a double bed for that. And a baseball cap. Cool. So many fun things. I'm pretty sure that's the captain's quarters, and that I get a code for later on in the game via doing actually important story things instead of whatever it is I'm doing right now. I think that is everything that I need from this back area. I don't think there's anything else I can get from here, so I suppose we may as well go try and deal with the main problem, aka the radiation, before we have to go say hi to the people on the sunbeam. That seems like a good plan. Rude, but this should be the black box right here. Cool, we did it. And that gave me access to the prawn base. Now I just need to find the area where the radiation is coming from and seal it up real fast. That was a pretty smooth run of the Aurora, if I do say so myself. And I do. And then this is the drive room. Precisely where I'm intending to go.
Internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
Well, you know, my appropriate qualifications are I'm the one here. So we're gonna do our best. You know, having these sparks come out of where there are breaches is really handy because it tells me exactly where they are. I love a good visual cue. I don't like you, though. That should be the last breach that we need to repair. To contain the radiation.
Drive core breach sealed. Radiation.
Oh yeah, I did that. I'm just that good. So just like that, I think we are done with the Aurora. I think that is literally mission success. Because this is the way out, like this is the way we came in. So now if I remember correctly, I can jump up some of these containers to get myself out of here. Or is there like a staircase over there? There is a staircase. That would probably be a little bit easier, honestly. Who needs stairs? Not when you have parkour, right? And that should just take me straight up and out. And we didn't even need to make ourselves a propulsion cannon. So then, theoretically, I even have time to take a pit stop home and drop off all my stuff before we go see the sunbeam. Do some fireworks, you know? Again, I'm not gonna pretend this is my first time playing this game. I know what's coming for me. But we finished the Aurora, so now it is no longer irradiated. Love that. I went looking for wrecks, and I found the biggest wreck of them all. You know, the kind of big one that all the rest of the wrecks came from. And I still have 8 minutes to spare. I'm crushing it right now. There it is. Home sweet home. Where we have enough time to recharge our Seamoth, dump all of our inventory, and then head straight over to where we're supposed to meet up with the sunbeam. You know, I'm not going to worry about sorting what I picked up. Like, we can do that later. This is where it begins. The downfall of everything that I've tried to organize so far. We'll keep a nutrient block and a bottle of disinfected water on us. We can plug our upgrades that we just found into our Seamoth. So we get it up to 300 meters, and that gives me time to start heading over to where we will meet the sunbeam. You know, I think that trip worked out just about as well as it possibly could have. We did find the modification station, we fixed the Aurora, and now we're on our way to the sunbeam with pretty much the exact right amount of time that I wanted to have. Literally, what could have gone better? Whoops, accidentally found an island. It's the wrong one, but you know, I found it. Unless it's the right one and I'm just on the wrong side of the right island, that might be the case. And this is the island with the big scary thing, I think. See, we made it here. We're on dry land. And we still got 5 minutes to spare. What more could you want? Also, fun fact, you could eat these seeds and they're a pretty good source of food and water. Plus, I may as well scan the broken Adobe Premiere that's on this one. And if I remember correctly, if I follow up these lights, then there will be an intact purple fragment or purple thingy right here. Yeah, look at that. Adobe Premiere, an editing software that I don't actually know how to use. You know, I still got 4 minutes. Do we think I can finish this location too? May as well try.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
You do that. I see data. I'm a scientist. I love data.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Okay, let me know when you got something. Ooh, ion cube. Perfect. A shiny green orb. Not really an orb if it's a cube kind of structure, is it?
Analysis
a shiny
of the
green
patterns of the
cube.
walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
Well, good news. I've got some further data for you.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
Okay, you let me know when you get there. But suppose we may as well try and activate this. We're here. Also, just low-key, look at the size of the needle that's about to come out of this thing. Like, that would do some serious damage. Compared to the size of my arm there? You know, people complain about 18-gauge needles all the
The
time.
control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
Yeah. Doesn't mean I can't try, though, right? We think it'll be faster to go up or to swim out and around. I think it might be faster to swim out and around. I'm only at a depth of 92 meters. That's not bad at all. Yeah, and I'm 200 meters. I think it'll be faster to swim. Now we're gonna get a nice fireworks show. But I think that's the sunbeam telling me that it's gonna be there in like 12 seconds. I'm sure it'll be fine. Nothing's ever gone wrong with someone doing this before, right?
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there.
I did a great job.
We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site.
Where are you?
Is that a building down there?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean you can't identify it?
To be fair, I don't know if I can identify it either. But there it is.
Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone.
Touching down in 10, 9, 8.
And...
It's coming from the building?
oh, you can't even get a clear view of the sunbeam. It's just kind of like an orb in the dark. Or a blur in the dark. Oh. Well, now it's an orb. Well, they tried. I commend their efforts. Anyways, time to go back home. I've got a modification station to make. And plus, my radio is obviously waiting for me to get there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But I'm back.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Festive. Love that for me. But that was a successful trip. We did pretty well, I would say. And I have a ton of new batteries. And posters. Which we all know what the most important thing here is. Decoration time. Yeah. Okay, modification station time, baby. You're gonna go in the corner. Okay, what can I make with the modification station? I can make ultra glide fins, which I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make the thermal blade. It's just better and it cooks things instantly for me. I think that's everything I know how to make for now that I need. But it does at least make me swim faster, and that's something. So I think the next step is getting the vehicle upgrade station thingy-madoohicker, but I think for that we need to go exploring a little bit more. Fortunately, we have these waypoints from various people who have tried to contact us that we can go through. And now that I have a crush depth of 300 meters, I think I'm going to start heading towards this signal over here that's at 250, because, you know, that makes perfect sense. So, adventure time. There we go. I would say that, you know, this sunk to the bottom of the ocean. Sorry, fish. And there's another data box just for me. Who'da thunk? A repulsion cannon. Fun. But okay, I think that's at least that radio signal taken care of, so let's head over to Second Officer Keen's last broadcast location. Oh wait, is that one of the other life pods that didn't make it? I think this is one of the life pods. Oh, it definitely is. It's one of the upside down ones. Or maybe it's the only upside down one, but regardless, still one I want to explore. And I'm here, so may as well. Plus it's got another PDA for me. Cool, creature decoy. Again, not the most useful to me, but I'm not upset about it. I'll still take it. Oh, sorry, fish. We are officially entering the deep dark deep down. Isn't this the Grand Reef or something like that? I can't remember what the technical name of this biome is. But it's one of the deeper ones, if I remember correctly. And if I remember correctly, this one is in like a pit that is full of the gel sacks and rubies, both of which are essential crafting resources that I want to pick up a lot of. So this one is not a bad location to remember. Fortunately, my Seamoth has plenty of crush depth now, so I can park easily and nice and close. Ooh, and a data pick. Even better. With an ultra high capacity tank. That's one of the best ones in the game in my opinion. Cool, and that gives me yet another signal location to go explore. So that's what I'm gonna go do. And it's the dry land rendezvous point, which I'm pretty sure is the floating island, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like right up here. I forgot that it's in such close proximity, because the floating islands is a really cool biome. One of the things I think Subnautica got absolutely right in terms of game design is the diversity of biomes and also just how cool they are, you know, from an exploration standpoint. Like, none of them feel boring or the same as necessarily even anything you would find on Earth. And I think that makes it a super cool game to experience for the first time. Don't turn night on me. This is one of my favorite locations to see in the day. I wish it was easier to navigate land in this game, otherwise building bases here would be quite fun. You know, like they tried to do. I think if I go straight through this hole is one of the old Degassi bases, if I remember correctly. Maybe not, but at least there's a path that's going to take me somewhere new. Oh, there we go, and lantern trees, of course. Lantern trees are one of the best things to plant. Yeah, one of the best things to eat, which is why they're one of the best things to plant. We're definitely going to be trying to take a lantern fruit home with us so that we can plant it and use it for our own benefit. Ooh, and multi-purpose room. I forgot that I needed to pick up these guys because I love the multi-purpose room for building. Can you not, please? Now I will continue scanning my multi-purpose room. Excuse you. Multi-purpose room glass dome. Oh, heck yeah, we're using that. Plus this tiny little land bridge. I tried to build a base off of this bridge once upon a time. Didn't work, but I really wanted it to. I'm pretty sure I've Skyrim horsed my way up this mountain before. Don't think you're supposed to do that. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Isn't that how the saying goes? You know, in real life, I would not be rushing down this hill as fast as I am here. I'm not exactly like afraid of heights, but I don't enjoy them either. I'm cautious, let's say. I have a healthy dose of self-preservation. Unless it comes to spiral staircases. I don't know why, but for some reason, spiral staircases freak me out. It makes no logical sense. Like, normal staircases, totally fine. Like, to be fair, I don't like the ones that have big gaps in the middle or like going up too many stories at a time. But spiral staircases really scare me in real life. I wish they didn't, if we're being honest, because that would make my life a lot easier. But it's what it is. It is what it is. So as long as I have a lantern fruit on me, I think that's everything from this island. I think we finally got every single thing. And I'm not mad about it, because it means I can make some much needed improvements to my base. So let me head back down to the Seamoth and hopefully not murder myself in the process. And then we'll go over to the proposed Degassi habitat after we get home. And I've returned home with the base pieces that I want. So you know what that means. It's time for home improvement, baby. Unfortunately, it looks like my home improvement plans have been foiled by this salt rock right here, because it won't let me build a multi-purpose room right here because of the salt rock. So that means we have to go on another side quest and get ourselves a drill arm for the prawn suit, which is not something I'm opposed to doing, because frankly it needs to happen anyways. It's fine. Everything's fine. We just need to go on an expedition and get a prawn suit drill arm. Not the end of the world. It'll be fun. Oh, I was about to head off on that adventure. Hello.
What are you?
I'm Allie. Nice to meet you. Oh, what's your name? I literally just got out of the moon pool and it did that. Genuinely one of the best character introductions in video gaming history, in my opinion. Anyways, if I remember correctly, I can find parts of the drill arm in the blood kelp forest. So that's where I'm gonna head, because I'm pretty sure that that's where I can get bits of it. Because all I want to do is destroy that salt rock. Sorry. All I want to do is destroy that salt rock so that I can build myself a nice home. Is that really too much to ask? Oh, sorry, fishes. You know, I got really lost on my way to find the blood kelp zone. Never mind. No, I didn't. I'm a god gamer. And there's a wreck here. I'm a god gamer. Let's hope that this has some... Oh, don't crush the sea moth. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, hi, howdy. How's it going? Please don't mess with me and I won't mess with you. How's that sound? Oh, what did I just say? What did I literally just say? What did I literally just say? That's not messing with me. Let me back in, let me back in, let me back in, let me back in. Well, that was fun and festive. I hated that. Oh, please go away. I just want to explore this wreck. Can you, like, give me 2 minutes of privacy, please?
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
You know, that's great and all. Frankly, I don't... Oh! Oh! You know, that simulates a lot more terror in me. Okay, I'll just go this way. You can have it, I guess. Can you stop hanging around and going into rocks? I don't think that's fair, being honest. Okay, I just need to get the drill arm and get out. That's all it is. Oh wait, that's the drill arm, isn't it? That's the torpedo arm. Dang it. Can you please stop it? I'm literally just trying to exist here. Oh, thank you for going away. I don't think asking nicely would work. I'm really not opposed to it if we're being honest. And maybe we get lucky and find a bit of the drill arm. If not, I'm just gonna keep exploring wrecks until I find it, because I'm determined to make myself a nice base. I have standards, you know. Okay, please tell me you have the drill arm. Okay, really? Can you not? Oh, that's the grappling arm. Dang it. Another great thing that I desperately need, but not what I'm actually trying to get right now. I think this wreck might have been a bust. That's so unlucky. And this is literally the first room. Well, good to know that this location was utterly useless for me. Well, not really. I did get at least half of the grappling arm, which is not bad. I'm just upset. And I'll take the blood oil because it's hard to come by and it's here, so may as well just grab it while it's available. So I suppose back to wandering around and trying to find wrecks it is. Because the more wrecks I find, the better chance I have of finding the vehicle upgrade thingy-madoohicker as well, which I think I need to make the grappling arm, or the drill arm anyways. So back to exploring we go. Oh, we may have found our next wreck to explore, mayhaps. I see something glowy, and glowy usually means good. Oh, if I don't crush my sea moth, that is. And that's a big if. Oh, hi. I didn't see you over there. Can you not be around here right now, please? Oh, that's like a big crater. Like a large sinkhole or something. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It was unexpectedly scary. Okay, you know what? We be fast. We pretend it isn't an issue. And we move on with our lives. Yeah, I got this. Oh, that's the wrong kind of glowy glowy. This is like a different kind of glowy glowy. That's not what I'm looking for right now, actually. This is like an alien gateway that I don't have access to. I don't have a tablet with me, so I can't even unlock it. But okay, I found it accidentally. Not at all what I'm looking for, but cool, I guess. Hi, I really think we should stop meeting like this, actually. I'm seeing them off in the distance. And you know, normally I'm okay with big megafauna in the water around me. However, I know for a fact that those guys aren't particularly nice. Oh, but a wreck. Maybe it works out. Okay, it's fine. You know, I think I've decided to call you Ted. So if you want to stay over there, Ted, that'd be great. I'm glad we had this talk. I think it would be better for both of us, honestly. Well, at least it'd be better for me, and I'm the only one who matters here. Okay, so let's see if there is at least a data box or something. Wait, I see what could be a bit of a prawn arm. Please, 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 please. That's gotta be a bit of a drill arm. It is! Thank goodness. Okay, that's at least 1 of 2. Can I find 2 of 2 before Ted comes back? I don't see Ted. I do see a door, though. Ooh, battery charger? Power cell charger, even better, actually. Oh, grappling arm. Again, fantastic upgrade that I definitely want. Just, it's not what I'm looking for right now. Anything in here for me? Anything at all? Some water? Okay, great. Love that. A fish? Love that too. Is that it? Actually it? Again, the grappling arm, easily one of the best blueprints in the game. Not gonna lie. However, distinctly not what I'm looking for. I've got both of the other prawn suit arms, but not the drill arm that I'm so desperately seeking, just so I can build the base that I want. Is that it? Is that everything that's here? It must be. Wow, okay, that's a little disappointing, not gonna lie. Man, I'm so disappointed. I'm so close to having the drill arm. Wait, you see what I see? Thank goodness. The drill arm. Okay. That is excellent. That's what we'd like to see. That means I can officially make at least the drill arm. And there's another data box. Please be the vehicle upgrade thingy madoohicker. Okay, it's a Cyclops depth module. That's also great, but still not what I need. So, drill arm acquired. Now just on a hunt for the vehicle upgrade bay thingy madoohicker. So, onwards we go, I guess. Whee! Oh, another wreck found. Fingers crossed for anything good. That's a torpedo arm. I already have one of those. No way. No way. That is so lucky. I am so happy. I have been sailing around for like, I don't know, half hour or so, just trying to find wrecks. We just found it. Thank goodness. Now I can go home and finally make my base the way that I want to. Oh, I'm so happy. Is there anything else in this wreck that I should get while I'm here, though? It feels like there should be. What are you? Oh, a light stick. Cool. Man, that was incredibly lucky. Finally, we got something that we're looking for on, like, the next wreck. And there's even more stuff in here. Not really. Oh, yeah, there is. I saw the glow, and I thought there was. Reinforced dive suit. Okay, we're just getting everything that I want back to back now. And I'm not upset about it. I feel like I'm owed this karma. Finally, time to go home, though. And actually make my base the way that I want to make my base. So home again, home again. Let's go. Sorry, fish. Home again, home again. What a beautiful sight. First things first, empty the inventory. Second order of business, build a vehicle upgrade console. We finally can customize our sea moth. We shall name you Susan. What should we color it, though? What color would Susan be? That's a good question. I think orange is objectively the worst color, so we're not going with that. Blue is my favorite color, but not terribly visible in the ocean. What if we make Susan like a bright purple? Like that. Perfect. That screams Susan. Everything else. Okay, we need a stripe color. Your stripe can be black. Your interior can be black. Your name can be black. Done. Susan has been customized. And more importantly, we have access to all of these now, including the drill arm, which just requires... I need to pin this recipe. Okay. We're making this, and we're making a prawn suit, so I can finally make my base. Do I not have any diamonds? Oh, no, I do. I have 3 diamonds. Okay. Never mind. We need to go on a bit of an adventure to acquire more diamonds. Oops. That was kind of a hard impact on that fish. Sorry. This has been so much more of an involved process than it really should have been. But that's just how life goes sometimes. And at least we'll have the prawn suit with both of the upgrades that we want right away, so that's something, right? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself anyways. And now I have a beacon for Susan. So really, who's winning? Ooh, some of those fish are really getting beat up every time I hit them. Suppose they're not really designed for high velocity impacts? That's not a me problem, is it? That's a failing of evolution. Whoopsies. You know, ignore the banging that you're hearing every once in a while. Nothing is happening. I promise nothing is happening. I'm not running into any fish. Fish are friends, you know? I didn't bring a repair tool with me. I should be a little more careful with my Susan. That's a weird phrase that I didn't think I would ever say. It's fine. Wait, is that a time capsule? I love these. It is a time capsule. Cool. These are left behind by previous players, right? And it contains some stuff. Mixed chips, rice snacks, and some large filter. Oh, I was a very considerate player. I want to see if they left me a message. Ooh, and my Seamoth is taking damage. Okay, let's head home so I can repair whatever happened to my Seamoth. And I want to see what that time capsule says. Okay, we're at the surface. Theoretically, nothing should hurt me now. Data bank. Where are the time capsules? There it is. Dear survivor, if you found this time capsule, we hope you are in a better predicament than we once were. These items are one we hope you'll find useful no matter your circumstance. This planet may have strange creatures, but not all are bad. Included is a picture of a sand shark we once saw as a foe, but leaving here sees a dear friend. We've lovingly named him Chub Shark. You will survive. Mitch and Danielle. Oh, that is incredible. Hello, Chub Shark. I accept your name. I love the time capsule mechanic in this game, but I think it's so fun to see what other people experience in this game and the messages they leave behind for others. And I think it's cool that you can have a very slight impact on someone else's playthrough. The same way I'm having an impact on these fish. Materials acquired, which means that it is finally time to make ourselves a prawn suit so that we can finally make our base. I don't know why I am so hung up on making an actually good base, but I am. And if it comes at the cost of making a prawn suit with a drill arm to do so, then I'm gonna do it. Oh, it nearly fell onto the house. That's not bad. Oh, it did fall onto the house. Even better. Oh, no, it didn't. It just fell off. That's okay. It's still nice and close. All right. Be no more, pesky salt deposit that's been blocking my progress this whole time. I'm going to get rid of literally this entire deposit just so that I can build a room here. If that's what it takes, so be it. There we go. It's finally gone. Let's hope it'll let me build a room there now. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna cry. All right. Base pieces, multi-purpose room. You kidding me? I will move everything to make this work. I will. I'm not kidding. All I want is to build a I can build it here. I don't know why. I just can't build it on the ground. Okay, you know what that means. Time to move literally everything. It has officially been far too long of me working on this base, but I can show you what it looks like now. You come into a nice entryway with fabricator, radio station, and some dump lockers because I don't like organizing. And then you have the main storage room, which I kind of went for like as much greenery as I could, which admittedly there isn't a whole lot of in this game. So you kind of gotta imagine a little bit. But having these lockers go back to back makes their rounded shape make a little bit more sense, and also still gives us plenty of storage to work with. And, you know, lantern fruits. Great source of food. And you come through here, notable kitty poster, moon pool, as we love it and know it, and then you have the bedroom. Now this is probably one of the most extra things you can do. The glass dome is obviously beautiful. We love being able to see some things overhead, some reef backs occasionally, but also an aquarium floor. It's got some rabbit rays, our 2 cuttlefish that we picked up, some jelly rays, a few plants and peepers, a bubble coral, you know, because why not? And yeah, I think it looks nice. We've got a nice little seating area, little kitchen area, automatic water. So it's a fully functional base. It's not too big. I don't know why I needed an entire separate room to have an aquarium in my floor, but I'm not upset about it and I will be keeping it. And that means, with my base now finally intact at very, very long last, we can actually go exploring. And I'm pretty sure that I haven't actually been into the jelly shroom cave yet. And that is the proposed Degassi habitat. Yeah, that I think is pretty much right below me. So let's turn that one red so we can see it. Oh no, it's over there. Okay, let's go see if we can find it. Oh, sorry, fish. I haven't been doing a good job of keeping track of my fish counter, so we'll see if that makes it into the final cut. Okay, over to the actual proposed Degassi habitat. Sorry, fish. Over there. There we go. That's the cave system I was thinking of. And I was smart for once and actually brought something to help in the form of a beacon that if I put down not in the middle of the pathway, we could name this cave and actually have a beacon to get ourselves home from, because my sense of direction, in case you haven't noticed at this point, not great. Caves especially don't really help with that. I don't know if Susan can handle this depth quite yet. Sorry, but there's only one way to find out, isn't there? Then Jelly Shroom Cave. Another fun memory, when I first streamed this game, we had an entire stream called Stealing Babies. I would have to go find it, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait. Habitat? And Crab Snake. Hey, how's it going? As I was saying, when I first streamed this game, we were going through, we had a stream about stealing babies, and I'm pretty sure that there's... Yeah, I think I already found him, actually. But stealing babies is a thing you can do, because yeah, look at that, there's an egg in there. You can steal babies out of the jelly shrooms. Isn't that cool? It is cool, and you can't tell me otherwise. I don't know where I was going with that story, but here we are. I am heading over towards the proposed Degassi habitat, I guess, and picking up all the loot along the way. I'm pretty sure this cave is also one of the best places to find magnetite, which is in fact, sorry fish, which is in fact a resource that I need at this point in time. So if I see magnetite, I'm gonna pick it up in addition to trying to navigate around here. Good news is Susan can definitely handle those depths. I wasn't sure she would be able to, but she can. And we love that for her. But the beacon is guiding me this way. We're pretty close. Oh yeah, I can see bits of it loading in. Oh, there goes the rest of it. Alright, fingers crossed we don't perish. I do remember that these guys hurt if you touch them, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's go this way first. Looks like there's a data box, which is apparently something I had already picked up. Excellent. Oh, those just lead back and forth to the same place. Is that everything you wanted me to pick up from this location? Maybe if I read them, it'll point me towards other things. That would be likely impossible. Okay, so what did you want to tell me? Okay, Stalker Teeth just tells me about the fact that you can pick up teeth, return from the deep, and then habitat location. All right, so basically all of those just point to another proposed location that I need to go explore. I know what we're doing today, Ferb. This is why we left ourselves a beacon to get out, because otherwise I would have been horridly lost. Thank you very much, beacon. Your service is appreciated. Sorry, fish. Your service will be remembered. And plus, picking up that magnetite from the cave, I'm pretty sure will allow me to upgrade my depth module even further. It does. The question is, do I have enough resources to immediately go to 3? I'm pretty sure I do. One might say that I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to this kind of game. I'm generally pretty good at collecting way too much of any given resource, and then using it to my own benefit whenever I want to craft things. Then I can also upgrade my Seamoth all the way to the final depth module of 3, which I think gives us a crush depth of 500 meters and should take us everywhere we need to go for right now. So, oh, it's 900 meters. Never mind, that's a little bit better. Good job, Susan. I'm proud of you. But that means we're back to adventure time, and I do love adventure time. Let's go, Susan. We have another proposed habitat to go explore. I feel like I'm getting more above it than I am getting close to it. But I suppose that's okay, because that's a pretty steep drop-off. Actually, I would highly recommend diving off of a shelf for anyone who has never experienced it. It's a wonderful, kind of scary feeling in real life, but it's really cool, and I don't think there's anything quite like it. Whoops. Okay, get out of the way. That wasn't my fault. Where is it? Okay, it's down there. How do I get down to it is the question. I just need to find another way. I think I figured out how to get down to it, actually. This location is a little spooky, but it's also beautiful. And I think that's one of the things that Subnautica does in a way that no other game does. Being just a little bit spooky, but still, there's some incredible scenery in this game, and I love it. You're not helping me get closer to the habitat, though. I want to follow this cave. Maybe the cave loops around? Because this is by far the closest I've been to the correct depth. It is at 500 meters. Okay, we're going to try following the cave down and hope that it leads me in the correct direction. I have no basis for that hope. But you know, when has hubris ever steered me wrong before? Frick, I am scared right now. And honestly kind of surprised that I haven't died. Sometimes I think I should be quiet. Oh yeah, it looks like the cave does in fact go back this way.
Local scans show a nearby opening, leading to a biome with extensive fossilized remains.
Oh, not you. I hate you guys. I love fossils, don't love you. Yeah, I don't think this is leading me to the proposed habitat, actually. But it is leading me somewhere real freaking cool. But this is awesome. What in the world are you? Okay, we're just gonna... Nothing's happening. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. The habitat is over there. So that's where we're gonna keep trying to go. The Lost River is easily one of the best biomes in this game. Haloclines are a real thing that you can find, sorry fish, in the actual ocean. Specifically, it's more common to happen in cenotes, and they're just genuinely a super cool phenomenon. It happens when waters of drastically different salinities, temperatures, etc. meet, and because of those differences in their chemistry, they can't mix with each other. And usually those waters are somewhat toxic to anything close by, and it's a super interesting phenomenon that definitely can happen in the real world. And I think the Lost River is a really cool example of how cool it could look. And other data bugs. Also charge fins. Cool. Is that a coffee machine? I'll take the coffee machine. Okay, you can leave, please, actually. I feel like I'm pretty safe inside here, but I'm not exactly confident in that safety, and that does not spark joy. Oh, an alien containment unit. I have one of those at home. Oh, and some sample analyzers and decorations for my lab. Fantastic. Oh, and an orange tablet. And remember that we will need these, so I'm going to pick it up and bring it with me. And a cuttlefish egg. Ha ha ha. This is the best location ever. Okay, and I think that's already everything from this location. But I found the entrance to the Lost River. But you know what that means? It's Lost River time, baby, because I love that biome. But yeah, these kind of like brine pools are very much a real thing that you can find in the ocean. Again, more commonly in cenotes. Although at the very bottom of some parts of the ocean, you can find brine pools that are so toxic to most of the life around them that anything that touches them instantly dies. Isn't that cool? Nature is awesome. I'm pretty sure that while I'm here, there are some upgrades or some resources for upgrades that I should pick up. Like, I remember nickel spawns down here, I think, which I am very much allergic to in real life. But I'm not in game, so I can touch it with my bare hands. Sorry, fish. But in the context of brine pools, it makes absolute sense that you would find a lot of big dead things that necessarily wouldn't have been easily killed by other things. Because it's a chemical reaction, it's not predatory in nature. And so this isn't hugely surprising, but very, very cool. I think this game does an excellent job of representing some of those kind of more niche instances of what nature can really be like. Can I scan it? Ancient skeleton. Cool. I think one of the things Subnautica does super well compared to a lot of games is that the ecology of this game makes a decent amount of sense. I'm not gonna say it makes a ton of sense or makes perfect sense, but it's so well put together and logical for the world that it's on. Because it is an alien planet, right? Hi. How's it going? I just go over here a little bit, you won't see me, right? Yeah. We're gonna call you Phil. Phil, if you wouldn't mind staying over there so that I can go explore and have fun, that'd be excellent. I would appreciate it. That is a really big skull. But it's so cool. Can I go inside of it? Imagine building a base, like right here. I would 100% do that. Oh. Hi, how's it going? How's your day going, Phil? Oh. Oh my. Phil doesn't seem very happy right now. I also think Phil might be a little stuck inside the skull with me. So that's fun and festive. So Phil, do you want to talk about your problems? And why you're angry today? I'll take that as a no. Have a good day. Thank you for leaving the skull. Okay, you go that way, Phil. I'm gonna scan the skull now. You know, as you do. The gargantuan fossil. It is pretty gargantuan, I'll give you that. I want to read about the gargantuan fossil. Million years old, you can tell that from a scan. Pretty cool. Armored carnivore. It kind of looks, you know, I'm terrible at pronouncing it, but it kind of looks like the skull of like a Dunkleostesis or something like that. Like an armored shark that was prehistoric to Earth, which is a really cool shark species that existed in prehistoric times. Kind of reminds me of that, and it would also be, you know, million years old or so. Love convergent evolution. Fossilized remains of an extinct super predator. Its sheer size would have prohibited it from entering such an enclosed space. The nesting geography of the planet has shifted around it over time. A true apex predator. Okay, that's a little bit of a dichotomous sentence, but yeah, I mean, an apex predator, I'm sure it was. However, given size, the thing about big animals is that they need to consume a lot to stay alive. And so an animal that had a skull this big would have had to be eating a lot, especially because it is definitely carnivorous. I mean, look at all these teeth. It's not a filter feeder like a whale where it can just kind of amble along and get nutrient that way. Meaning it would have been having to eat things that are more like the size of a reefback as food just to have enough caloric intake. These are the things you think about as a biologist when you play this kind of game. And I'm happy about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm having a great time. I think this is such a cool environment. The halocline, the fossils. They look vents with rubies on them. And lithium, it looks like. Again, I love the environmental design in this game. I think it is easily one of the best in terms of pure environmental design. I really, really hope Subnautica 2 lives up to this expectation with the unique biomes again. Below Zero was a little bit of a letdown for me in that regard. But I still absolutely love this game. You know, I'm a marine biologist. I specialize in survival crafting games. What more could you really ask for, if we're being honest? That's another big fossil. Can I scan this one? Hello. Tell me about your history, please. Oh, sea dragon skeleton. It tells me that. Fascinating. Semi-intact skeletal structure of Leviathan class predator. Head trauma. Massive physical trauma to the head. Damages so severe it was likely cause of death. Bone growth suggests the creature was in an egg-laying stage of its life cycle. Oh. I don't think I've ever actually read the description for that. And I know how it ties into the lore. Speaking of lore, if I head this way, we'll encounter some of it. Because I'm pretty sure that right through this passage is the quarantine facility, if I'm not mistaken. At least some kind of really important alien zone.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within. Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
It did clearly fail. Oh, data download. That's another big fish head. Yeah. See, this is another, like, armored fish. Almost like a bullhead kind of thing, where they've got a big, thick, bony skull. Fish like that also tend to be territorial. Not exclusively, but they tend to be.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Fun.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Okay, I can do that. I'll scan as I try and make my way out of here.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to date. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Great. Sounds like a fun weekend plan. What on earth just happened to me? I did not like that sound at all. That was not good. Did not enjoy that. Now I need to find a way out of this cave so that we can come back with food and water. Because we need to neutralize our infection. And my health, frankly, isn't looking too great either. Sorry. I think this will lead me out, if I remember correctly. It looks like it should. We're going up. Alright, we're out of here. But realistically, I think in order to go all the way deep, dark, deep down, we're gonna need to make a Cyclops. Which means that I have to go get the engine parts. I think that's the next course of adventure for us. And charge up, take a nice little nap, drink some water. Speaking of which, hydrate. I don't drink enough water. Been trying to be better at that recently. Not going super well. I drink a lot of tea. There we go.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window.
Excellent.
We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We
How?
uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer.
Sandwich run, you in?
Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Excellent. Like in 5 minutes.
All right, tell Becky I'll just take the regular.
Regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code should be...
If she doesn't,
Just tell her the regular, dude.
okay.
The
If I
code...
say regular, she's like, what's the regular? I can come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese.
Okay.
Get your ham and cheese sandwich, my guy. But I have the code for the Aurora, which means that I should do that as well. But I think Cyclops first, Aurora next, which should be pretty easy. I'm just gonna make myself some extra med kits, you know, for no particular reason. Alright, my vitals are stabilized, my inventory is empty. We actually have bonus food and water just in case. So it's time to go find the rest of what we need for the Cyclops. And if I remember correctly, the best place to find the Cyclops engine fragments is over by the Aurora, which unfortunately is also where Ted likes to live. So let's go say hi to our buddy Ted, see how he's doing. The great thing about the crash zone is that it is pretty darn barren, meaning when you're looking for blueprints and that kind of thing to scan, it's generally pretty easy to spot because there's not a whole lot on the floor. I'm just looking for anything that I can scan. Also a great place to farm scrap metal, which I suppose makes sense. It is kind of like the most major wreck in the game. Come on, engine fragments. Oh, hey Ted. How's it going, buddy? How's your day been? Like a Thursday right now for me? I would say it's a pretty average Thursday. Actually, it's Friday now. It was 8 minutes past midnight, so happy Friday. almost the weekend. There's Ted. See, that's a fun silhouette to see above you. And then there's the Chub Shark. Having a great day. Happy Friday to you too, Chub Shark. This is like the drop off. Is this Crater Edge? This might be Crater Edge. Cool. There's Ted. Big fishy. You know, the fact that Ted fossilized, or at least has substantial bones, does imply that Ted is not like a shark, because sharks don't fossilize super well because they're cartilaginous. They don't have true bones. Ted, on the other hand, appears to have true bones, which is kind of interesting. Pretty cool. I lost track of Ted. Oh dear. See, things like Ted are a lot less scary when you name them. Reaper Leviathan is objectively a lot scarier of a name than Ted. Am I too deep to find fragments? Oh wait, no, I feel like that's an engine fragment. Is this gonna be our first one? It is! Fantastic. Is that gonna be another one over there? Oh, there's Ted, we found him. I missed you, buddy. I'm just gonna stay down there. You can continue on your merry little way. That's okay. Another fragment. Excellent. We're only one fragment away from being able to build our Cyclops. And that fragment is literally right here. Okay, so yeah, wherever this is, great place to find all 3 fragments. There's the Cyclops. And we had Ted keeping us company. What more can you ask for? Okay, now just to get home. And hopefully not crash into anything along the way. Oh, like Ted. Hi, Ted. I don't really want to do this right now, if we're being honest. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great weekend. Please let go. I've worked really hard on Susan. I would appreciate if you didn't do this. Thank you. We're gonna go this way. Bye-bye, Ted. It was lovely chatting with you. Let's not do it again. Okay, safe place in between the rocks. Heal up Susan really fast. Oh god, Ted. Okay, Susan, it was a good run. It was a great run, Susan. I hope you had fun. Good news is we're about to make our Cyclops anyways. Susan is not a part of this world anymore. Oh, hey, Ted. I literally just saw you. Please don't come after me. I don't think you see me right now, which is excellent. Everything is happening. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Well, that happened. Oh, frick. That means my emergency kit is gone too. Ted, that was rude. I just made that. Well, at least I suppose a parking spot has opened up for our prawn suit. So you can be the main character now, buddy. We have no time to mourn Susan's loss. We must make a Cyclops and continue our adventure. Susan will be missed, but not forgotten. It is time. Make ourselves a Cyclops. Let's go.
Be advised, the Cyclops is designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
You know, experience is kind of outweighed by gumption. And that's what we're going to use to pilot this. I'm sure it'll be great. What should we name the submarine? That's a great question. You shall be named Kevin. Question is, what color do we want Kevin to be? What color is a Kevin? I feel like a really obnoxious green would be good. We'll give you an equally vibrant blue. I like this color scheme. This could work. Looking snazzy, Kevin. I like it. You look great. Don't worry, we got this. You're coming with me. One of my favorite things about the Cyclops is that there's just no limit on what you can build in here, really, if you're careful about where you place things. So I can just expand my storage, and as long as I don't put anything too close to the pipes, and the game gets angry at me, then it just works. And I can just have infinite bonus storage. I could even put it on the ladder if I wanted to. But instead, I'm going to fill this entire wall with extra storage. There we go. Heaven should finally be ready. Let me give you a tour. So you come in, and we have loaded up this storage room with pretty much every kind of base crafting resource that we could feasibly need pretty much ever. And then if you go through here, this is like extra bulk storage just in case we need it. I legit don't think any of these will ever be used, but they're there, you know, just in case. This is the engine room. I put a few potato plants in here because why not? You can also put lockers on a lot of walls in the Cyclops, which is very convenient because it means that we have a lot of extra storage, including power cells from the batteries that I've been going through this entire playthrough, because I still haven't managed to unlock the battery charger. So I've just been crafting new batteries whenever I need them, which is annoying. I also went ahead and crafted a few of the upgrades that we had access to from some of the resources I've picked up. I don't know if it's worth it to have 2 efficiency modules, but it can't hurt, and I had the resources, so may as well. And then you have a little bit of a food farm with the whatever bulbo tree, some melons, the lantern fruits, because those are just good bulk items to have on hand. This is the modification station, so we have that on board just in case we ever need it. This is bulk food and bulk water. And then we have a little break room, because why not? You know, vending machine, coffee maker, counter, aquarium. more backup food just in case, and also a friend just to remind ourselves why we do all this. And then, yeah, everything is as normal in here. So that's the tour of Kevin, which means that the only thing left to do is to figure out what to do with my prawn suit. Because I still have a prawn suit, it still hasn't been named, so I suppose that's the next step. Let's see. We need a name that starts with P because it has to alliterate. You shall be named Parker, because you have a grappling hook, which means that you can be Spider-Man. Red is not a color that I normally enjoy, but I think we have to go for red and black. It just has to be that way. Okay, Parker, are you ready for your Spider-Man adventure of a lifetime? But yeah, then Parker should be fully loaded here. But that is everything we have for Kevin. Kevin is now officially ready for adventure. Let's go. We're off to that. The hard part about being, you know, such an excellent driver with such limited visibility is that there is a near definite chance that I will hit something at some point, or multiple points. Oh, like almost right there. I mean, I'm a great driver. I've never made a mistake before. But supposedly that marker should be right down here. And it looks like this is an entrance to the Lost River. If I keep going down this way, then we can go visit Philip. But first, let's go see what's in that life pod. There we go, PDA. I'll take that.
Integrating new PDA data.
Cool, is that it? That's it. Just a handy waypoint. And the adventure continues. The hard part about getting through here is my inability to steer. Which is in fact a problem. Oh hey, it's Philip! There he is. Hey Philip, I'm gonna try and be quiet for you. You know, I understand you've had a long day. We'll go slowly too. You know, just make things nice and easy for you. You'd think Philip would be able to see, you know, kind of a massive sub floating past. Although I suppose the green does help camouflage us in this particular biome. That's something. I didn't think about that. Uh-oh. What did I hit? It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. This doesn't seem like a great entrance for me, not gonna lie. I don't think my sub is supposed to be tilted at this angle. Why am I tilted at such a sharp angle? Wait, I think I'm about to make it through. The perfect driving. No notes. I made it all the way through here, and nothing happened to me. Therefore, I'm an excellent driver, and I will be hearing no criticisms. Now I can go down. Exactly as intended, and Philip didn't even notice we were there. What smooth sailing this has been. The next question is, where do I go from here? I suppose the answer is deeper, isn't it? Wait, it's this tree. I genuinely love this tree more than anything else in the game. One moment, we must proceed. I don't need to be quiet anymore. Alright, look at this. Isn't this just an incredible environment? Like, you have the halo climb that's all around the Lost River, but it's blue. I think it still does poison damage, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, we're good. Thriving. And just look at these guys. The jelly shrooms and this tree. This tree is genuinely the most magical thing in this game. I remember the very first time I encountered it, and I was just so, I don't know, mystified by its existence in the giant cove tree. With all of these jelly rays just floating around it, doing their best. The ghost rays, excuse me. But I cannot be convinced that this is not one of the coolest environments in video gaming, just period. Maybe without the heat damage, but still, I love this tree. But sadly, this tree is not what we came to see. We must go further beyond, into an area I am significantly less fond of than the Lost River. I think the Lost River is, like, the best environment in the game for a marine biologist perspective because I think it's just really freaking cool. However, I don't care about geology. I hate to break it to you guys. I know I made a geology joke earlier, but it's just not my thing. If it's your thing, great. To me, rocks are rocks. And therefore, the active lava zone just doesn't excite me the same way. But I think this is our drop-off. And we begin our descent into the true abyss of this game. I'm just gonna drive carefully, which obviously I will do because I'm a great driver. You know, I won't feel bad about ramming with this. Actually, speaking of which, let's just see what happens if I run into you. Oh, you teleport away. Lame. Can't even take an impact like a real one. Whatever that was did, though. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about any of the banging that you hear. Just assume that everything is going exactly as planned. I'm doing a great job at driving, by the way. My Cyclops is still at full health. Shockingly. But it is. I think I just need to follow this tunnel. I think that's where we're headed. Because if we check our PDA, if you go back to the original data downloads, alien data, to tell us about the locations, or the alien facility locations. We've been to the disease research facility, I think the thermal power facility is what we're headed towards. And that's at 1,200 meters. So theoretically, I should be able to get there. You know, I feel like hitting fish with the Cyclops doesn't count towards the fish counter, because frankly, there's no way to avoid them. You could argue that I had a way to avoid them in the sea moth. In the Cyclops, I don't think there is one. Oh wait, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing? Yeah, that's a kyanite crystal, baby. And you know what that means? It's time for Parker to come out. You know, as much as I loved my main purpose for getting the prawn suit being to try and build my base, realistically, the drill arm is one of the most useful things in this game. And that's solely for the fact that if I go over here, then I can just hold left click on this and get a ton of crystals for myself. And these crystals are one of the most valuable crafting materials in the game, so I'm not mad about it. The question is, after picking up this kyanite, do I have the resources required to make myself a tier 3 diving upgrade for the prawn suit and potentially even for Kevin? For Parker, yeah, I can do that. I can absolutely do that for Parker. And because I have literally everything I could ever need in my ship, I should be pretty good to go, realistically. Then Kevin can go as deep as Kevin can go. That's Kevin's max upgrade. Then the question is, could I potentially make the max depth upgrade for the Cyclops as well? Yeah, I just need a little bit more, and I have an extra plasteel ingot. Okay, that's easy, actually. I think if I did it fast, I should be able to do it. Okay, we just need a little bit more kyanite. Okay, so I definitely have the kyanite. If I take it out of Parker's pockets, that iterates. I grab the plasteel ingot ahead of time, because that would be good to have on me. And then if we speed run it, I think I can do it before it hurts my sub too badly. Are we ready? That is the question. Depth module is crushed up now 500 meters. Yay! Then we go back really fast before it starts taking damage. Speed running. No notes. How much damage do we take from that? Just a little bit. Honestly, that's not bad at all. If I can find the one spot that's damaged, I think we'll be good. Ow. I may not be, though. Where do we think I'm going is the question. Turning on the lights really doesn't help at all, does it? For now, we're just going to continue going forward and hoping for the best. Oh wait, there's a doorway right there. Okay, if I get myself nice and parked, and then I turn off the engine and we take Parker out, we should be good, especially if I can somehow get rid of all of the freaking lava leeches. There's only one. I can do that. Okay, I'm just gonna go over here and pretend that... Oh! You are awfully close, my guy. Please don't look at me. That did not spark joy. Can you not be right on top of Kevin, please? Okay, that was rude. Kevin hasn't done anything to you. Kevin is literally just here. Oh, dear. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for bringing Kevin closer to me. I'm sure that's what you intended. We're gonna go this way. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Oh, yeah, I definitely think we're supposed to be going this way. I think that is where I'm going. The question is, are my jump jets gonna be able to get me there? Yes, they are. Thank goodness for jump jets. That went shockingly smoothly. And this undissolves that. Oh, is this my blue tablet? It is. See, because I don't use the Adobe suite, I don't actually know what all of them are. But I would make that joke regardless. What does the blue tablet cost to create?
Come here.
What?
To me.
Okay. We descend into the dark. And then there should be another tablet here. It's a good thing I made two. Let's go for the orange thingy up top first. That looks really safe. You know, looks like electricity just shooting out everywhere. I think that allows me to finally make like ion batteries and power cells, which are a better source of energy. So I'm not upset about it. Oh, this is a thermal plant. So it is the thermal plant. Okay. I thought we had been to the thermal plant. Did I? No, we'd been to the disease research center. This is where we were trying to go. And we're trying to go next to the primary containment facility.
Primary alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
1.4 kilometers. Fortunately, we can handle that. It said south by Sweest. So that would be like this way-ish of this facility. So as soon as I get back out to Kevin, we need to head in that direction. I can do that. Hello, Kevin. Okay, south by Sweest. South by Sweest. So this way, kind of. I need to go around the rock. I feel like going through the rock would not be a good idea. If I don't make noise, you don't know I'm here. I don't think that's true, but it's what I'm working with, so we're gonna pretend that it's true. I have an idea. I'm gonna try and make a beacon and go exploring using Parker, and then we can get ourselves like a waypoint to where we need to drop down to. See, that's big brain. Yeah, and it should be nice and out of the way because it said south by southeast, which is this way. Is this the hole it's talking about? This literally leads straight back around. Okay, it's not that. It might be this one though. Okay, we're just gonna put a beacon down like right here. Pit. I'm great at labeling things. Okay, Parker, let's go get Kevin. Excuse me? A little personal space, please. Here's Kevin. I have marked the path for us. Theoretically, we should be able to make our way out of here. Okay, that's significantly more west than it should be for south by southeast. Not gonna lie. Unless it really said south by southwest this entire time and my brain just didn't compute that, which, for being honest, is distinctly possible. I think I can go straight down. Just pull a... That's fine. Only dilemma is I don't know if we can fit through this hole. But I feel like that's the way that I have to go, is through this gap right here, is it not? Can I fit through here? Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? We full send it. Oh yeah, we clear that. Oh hi. Welcome back. How's it going?
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
You know, honestly, I believe you more than I believe the mega corporation that said help would come in 999999999 years. So I'm down. Oh hey. How's it going? I thought I left you back up there. We're just gonna continue at our silent and leisurely pace and hope that nothing horrible becomes of us. And that definitely looks like a place I should be going. Oh, hi. How's it going? You do you. I'm just gonna keep going this way. I am honestly shocked that it didn't aggro on me there. I'm just gonna park nice and close to the entrance for no particular reason. Okay, Parker, it's your time to shine. Let's go. Okay, I immediately need a tablet. What color do you need? Blue. I have one of those. We have arrived. Oh. Yeah, I think it's aware that we've arrived, actually.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Embryo egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
I don't have anywhere to evacuate to. That's kind of the problem. So instead I'm just gonna pick up all of your ion cubes. Anyways, I see things that I can click on. And that means I'm going to click on them. Enzyme 42 project data, which is a unique substance referred to as enzyme 42, which inhibits the symptoms of the bacterial infection. Okay, so that's what I need. But anyways, I feel like it's time that we move on to the main event. We're about to enter what is, okay, after the Cove Tree, what is my favorite part of this game? The Cove Tree is probably like, but where does that rank against the Lost? Okay, I like this game. That's what it boils down to. Come on, Parker. We know where we must go. And that is in, where you get this interaction.
Are you here to play?
I wouldn't call it play.
They built these walls. They played.
I would destroy them if I could.
They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you.
You know, I'm not sure how good of a replacement that is.
Whether you swim with the current or fight against it, as they did.
Isn't she just beautiful? I feel like she's the most peaceful looking Leviathan. I know that the vibes obviously help in the way she talks to you, but still, she's majestic in a way that none of the others are.
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
She's so big. I love her so much. Ion cube time. Hello. Goodbye.
My young need to hatch to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they couldn't.
Oh,
If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
excellent. And I can insert another ion cube into here and open the warp gate. Here we go. That helps.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells.
How long have they been in their shells?
This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
The hatching enzymes.
Blueprint acquired.
Can you not just make the hatching enzymes yourself? That makes very little sense, biologically. I don't think I've ever really thought about that. I need eye stalk seed, sea crown seed, fungal sample, ghost weed seed, and bush bulb samples. I think I have 4 out of 5 of those. But I have a memory in my brain telling me that the sea crown is actually found in this room, which I believe is a thing. There it is! And I think that the way this location is set up is that if you were to go through all of the warp gates, they would take you to the locations you would need to go to get the stuff to make the hatching enzyme, if I remember correctly, which is a great game design to make it so that if you're struggling, that you have easy transit, even if it's not perfect transit. And if you were smart and put a fabricator in your Cyclops, then I can pretty much just do this right here and now. And that's what I'm gonna do. And if I was correct with my memory, this locker labeled important are the rest of the 4 ingredients. Oh, I was so prepared. My memory is so good. Hatching enzymes, let's go. I'm coming, mama, don't worry. You will get your babies free. Are you ready to see your children after, like, probably hundreds of years, according to some of the other lore in this game? I really, really hope you are. Let's do it. It's time. The babies. Little baby leviathans that are still as big as me. I love this game. There's such a beautiful moment about the fact that she's been waiting so long for her children to be healthy.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Their freedom is my end. What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up? Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seeds to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
Thank you. This moment breaks my heart in so many ways, but I think it's so well done. Because look at how tired she looks. But yet you know that her purpose has been fulfilled and therefore she's happy, and that's all that matters. Because her young are healthy, they've made it into the shallows. It's everything they ever needed. And for me, it's everything I ever needed too, because this is the concentrated enzyme. Which, to be fair, enzymes are protein, so this would be great for your macros. We've cured ourselves of the coronavirus. That's it. It's done. I'll miss you. Thank you. But I can go out through this gate. And I think the most important... What on earth was that? I think the most important reason to come through was to see all the baby leviathans swimming around, doing their thing, being happy, spitting out balls of enzymes, as you do. And we've officially fixed the virus. Not for every creature on the planet, mind you, but for ourselves at least, and that's something. Because it means that what I can do now is I can come up through this bay that we enter the very start of the game and come up to this room where we can finally scan ourselves again. But hopefully this time things will go a little bit differently. Not the fact that I'm going to get stabbed with a needle that has definitely done a lot of stabbing and a lot of damage, but you know what? Reasonable. But we've deactivated the weapon. That's it. We're free to leave. Wow, it really does not like going through teleporters. I think my wrist is exercising its demons. Oh, she's gone. I think she's still barely holding on right now, but it's barely. You can go now. It's okay. They're taken care of. I promise. I don't know what it is about this part of the game, but it genuinely makes me choke up every single time. I think I just love animals too much. That's why you really go into marine science, if we're being honest. I love how much she loves her young and how much she stayed alive for them. And we helped. So that may be the end of the main storyline, but it's not the end of our journey. I still need to get home, and then from there we need to get to the Aurora so that we can get ourselves a plan B for this planet. A plan 4546B, if you will. We've done a whole heck of a lot. Now we just have to get home. Goodbye, big scary thing that I never named. Goodbye, my beloved cove tree. I will miss you. Goodbye, Philip. I didn't know you too well, but I hope you have a good life with your gigantic dead buddy. Good luck. And just like that, we have made it back to the surface-ish. Where we have one more destination we must visit. An old friend of ours, shall we say. And just like that, we've made our way over to the captain's quarters. And because they sent us the code somewhere in the depths of my databank, there we go. Access to the Aurora poster, the Aurora miniature, and finally, the black box data. Which gives me access to the Neptune escape rocket. Let's get out of here. And there it is. Home sweet home. We made it all the way back up. With relatively few incidents, actually. I would like to point out that my Cyclops is entirely intact, and I did not in fact repair it. So clearly, I am in fact a great driver. Thank you very much for playing. And we made it back to our mobile vehicle bay, which means that we finally have access to the very last vehicle, quote-unquote, in the game. The escape rocket. So it's time. Let's get this going. Here we go. The launch platform. It's so big. You know, these four guys really put in work. They're trying their best. Excellent. And so it begins. Good job, guys. Thanks for your hard work. It's time. Oh, the music really kicked in there. We're very excited about this, apparently. I really thought it was going to be facing this way towards the Aurora. But no. It's just a big ladder. Then the next stage. Oh, you guys are so fast. Alright. The next stage. Oh, that's very big. I always forget how big this rocket is. It's huge. Look at them go. They're really doing a lot up there, aren't they? And then just one more level, I'm pretty sure. A hermetically sealed environment with life support and launch controls. That sounds like the end to me. Again, this is why it's so useful to be a hoarder, because I haven't had to go looking for resources a single time. I've just had everything ready to go in this room right here. And that means as soon as I reach up to this platform, we should be ready to finish the rocket. Let's do this. The last stage of the rocket. Is that it?
Neptune 1 rocket online.
We did it. Our rocket is ready to go. And I suppose you also need a fitting name, like everything else. I'm feeling Nadia. Your name shall be Nadia. What color is a Nadia? We already did red, despite it not being my favorite. I suppose since this one is the only one not going to the ocean, I can actually make it my favorite color. A very light teal. Okay, Nadia, you are ready to go. But first, I have one more important task that I must take care of. Starting with giving some of these guys a better home. Because if I'm not going to be here to take care of them, then they deserve better. If I'm not here to take care of you, then you deserve to go about your own life. I will love you and cherish you, but I can't bring you with me and guarantee that you'll be safe and happy. And that means that you have to go. Say farewell is an option. Oh. 1 second. I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared for this. I will miss you. I can't believe Say Farewell is an actual option that it gives you. It knows. It's time, little one. I wish you the best in life. Go and become what you were always meant to be. Ted, I was gonna come tell you that I was gonna miss you, but after what you did to Susan, that simply isn't true. I could care less about you. Goodbye. Oh look, Ted's at it back. Okay, bye-bye. Oh wait, Ted's coming in for a hug. Haha. My boat is too big for you. Get wrecked. You can't take out Kevin like you did Susan. Goodbye, Ted. You don't need to cling on. You literally cannot harm Kevin enough. We need to get you some hobbies, Ted. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say. Come on, Ted. Go home. I don't want you anymore. That's what your mom said. Hey, Ted, we really need to talk about your problems. I'm not impressed. I know you're upset that I'm leaving, but you have better things to do, okay? Go home. That's what I thought. Do I really have to make a torpedo just for you to go away? You gonna actually go home now? You know what? I'm gonna take a nap. Maybe Ted will calm down. Ted, it's been a full day, my guy. You really need to get over the fact that I'm leaving. If we really have to have a showdown, then we're gonna have a showdown. If a stasis rifle is what it takes for you to go away and accept that I'm going, then that's what we'll do. But I don't think you're gonna be terribly happy about it. Okay, Ted. I don't think you're gonna like this, but if it's what you really need, then that's what we're gonna do. You know, this really isn't how I wanted this to go, but if it's what it takes, then it's what it takes. You know, Ted, you put on this big tough act. If you're really gonna miss me that much, it's okay to admit it. I wonder how long this is gonna take me. See, Ted? That's what I thought. That's for Susan. You really could have just accepted the fact that I was leaving, but you didn't. Now here you are. I hope you regret your life decisions. And yes, I took a screenshot. Goodbye, Ted. And this time I mean it. So all of the animals have been freed. My cuttlefish are roaming around doing whatever it is cuttlefish do. And it's finally time to move on. That means there's just one last thing that we need to do in this world. What would be good is the question. I figured it out. And that means it's time. Time to say goodbye to 4546B and all of the lovely friends and enemies we made along the way. There's the cave, Kevin, Parker, Rip Susan. Let's go. Here we are. But this is the most important thing of all. Making our own time capsule for this adventure. And I know exactly what we're going to give it. Sometimes we encounter friends we thought were enemies. Sometimes friends turn into enemies. Screw you, Ted. Allie. It's ready to go.
Time capsule ready.
Let's do it. It's time.
Launch in 10, 9, 8, 7.
You might want to move, guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. That's the end.
Time capsule jettisoned.
I hope someone else gets to enjoy the stasis rifle the way I just did. There it is. Our big blue dot. We made it.
Engaging ion boosters in 3, 2, 1.
This part genuinely makes me tear up every single time.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end. They are different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
Genuinely one of the best parting messages of any video game. I love Subnautica. and I'm so glad that we finally played through all of it. Oh, what an incredible game. And it only took me 16 hours. All right. I think that's everything from me for now. I hope you enjoyed this entire playthrough of Subnautica. If you did and you have another game you want me to play, please let me know. And I hope to see you again soon. But until then, have a great day.